Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Town Channel. We're here on the east side of town. That is the former Big K Kmart that is being transmogrified into some other type of retail outlet that you see there. There's also supposed to be a La Bonita, which is like a supermarket chain here in town, and from what I understand, a Ross, Dress for Less clothing shop. I have not had any confirmation on that, but hopefully I'm not too far off the mark there. So make this U-turn, head back eastbound on Bonanza here, over here to the east side of town. This is Nellis Blvd, a major north-south artery here in town on the east side. This is a 7-Eleven over here. We have a juice stand over there. You see the little rainbow-colored umbrella sitting outside the 7-Eleven. I'm sure the 7-Eleven proprietor has absolutely no problem whatsoever with having competition right out there on the corner right in front of him. And then another 7-Eleven right across the street. So you have 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Most of these street vendors, I'm sure they're fully licensed, insured, regularly inspected, and everything else, right? We'll pause it for a moment. We got the green light here at Nellis, so we'll continue eastbound here on Bonanza. Entering Sunrise Manor, the sign says there. You really have to be looking for that sign. It's not very big. As we pass Ute Lane, like the Utah Utes, U-T-E. For our friends following along at home on your preferred map app, see some of the homes lining Bonanza here. Really hot day out here today. And despite the winds blowing, it is still really, really hot. Very low humidity, but hot is hot. I would say that the hot here is a lot like opening up an oven. That waft of heat that comes out of the oven when you open it up. That's what I would liken it to. This is Christy Lane here. We've done a bunch of videos up and down Christy Lane, so feel free to check those out in our video library. Lots and lots of different things to see up and down Christy, so definitely check out those videos. We have over 6,700 videos on our YouTube channel. Most of them from here in Vegas. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Town Channel. Not just the glitz and the glam in the Las Vegas Strip, but all things Vegas. The main streets of East Las Vegas. And also North Las Vegas. But we also go out to Summerlin, we do the Southwest, we do Henderson, Anthem, that area down there. We go all over the place. We've done Valley of Fire, we've done Hoover Dam, we've done Mount Charleston, where we encountered a horse in the roadway. Check that video out, that's pretty cool, I think. Memory Lane, this street is called right here off to the right. I live on Memory Lane. Usually if you're on Memory Lane, it's because things were better in the past, right? The memories are better than the present. They're still doing some drainage work here on Sloan, right next to the wash, it looks like. There's an empty lot there. Oh, it's because of the power poles there. So it's probably an easement behind that chain link fence there. Right in front of us, you see on the extreme left, the Frenchman's Mountain, I'm sorry, Sunrise Mountain Peak, and on the right peak, that is Frenchman's Mountain, named for a guy that came here with an accent. He was actually from Belgium, but everyone thought he sounded French. So he lived over here, and they called it Frenchman's Mountain, even though he was from Belgium. Go figure. This is Fog Street here on the right, and Mount Hood Street on the left. Approach these. Big Chevy 2500 there. You see these big tall power poles. Look at how much taller they are than the street lights on the left. That's up there, especially when the winds start blowing and there's nothing to obstruct the wind. No buildings or anything in the way to obstruct it. But then on anywhere in this town, you're really just one DUI driver away from being sent back into the dark ages at night. someone takes out a power pole to a neighborhood, it's all over. And that happens quite a bit, unfortunately, in this town. As we come up here to the light, Hollywood Boulevard, which is the last remaining north-south major artery here in town. And right in front of us, I'm going to try and drive through there, is the Mormon Temple. It has those 6 steeples on it, and it has someone with a trumpet. Now, it's a Mormon temple, so I don't know a whole lot about LDS, but I have had comments. Tobin, one of the pillars of our community, I believe it was Tobin, who commented and said that the individual with a trumpet on that 6th steeple there in the middle is pointed towards the southeast, which is the general direction of Israel and Jerusalem. So I guess all of their churches do that, point it towards wherever the Jerusalem and all of that are. This gate here, let me see if this one's open. And it is. But is it one way? Yep. Okay, it's 2-way. And there's, you see the sign out front here. But they have some great grounds here. Very green. I don't suppose that the water patrols have been up here fining them for water waste, right? They certainly can fine everybody else. And find everybody else too, at that. But this is the temple right here. Looks like they got some activity here on a Friday night. And there's the individual with the trumpet. There we go. Also, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to my wife's beautiful channel, my beautiful wife's channel. Cinnamon and Jupiter, common spelling on both of those. Cinnamon and Jupiter here on YouTube. She does some awesome spirituality and astrology videos. And even if that's not your thing, if you could still like and subscribe to help her out, help the channel out, I would really appreciate it. It would really mean a lot to us. So come back down here to Bonanza. But, so this used to be a trailhead down here for Frenchman's Mountain, right in front of us. But there were so many cars that were being stolen and dumped off up here that the cops just decided, you know what? We're not going to fight crime. We're just going to go ahead and block the road off so that way they can't go up there and dump the cars off. So that's what you see here. The hiking public has to suffer. That's the roadway up to where the trail used to be. But the hiking public has to suffer because Metro decided it would be easier for them just to put up this barrier, and you see Clark County Public Works there, than it would be to actually try and enforce the law and fight crime. And I've said it many times on this channel, the police department in this town, in my humble opinion, is very highly reactive. They don't do anything proactive whatsoever. Very highly reactive. Now, if someone were to try and knock over a casino, you could bet they would all show up in a hurry. We've seen that many, many times in this town where that's happened. This is Los Feliz here. This roadway is in really bad shape. Although I don't know that the residents up here really care about that. They might feel it helps to deter people from coming up here. I don't know. But it's in really bad shape. And also check out Vids from Mike. It's a buddy of mine here in town. He doesn't do any live streams or anything, but he does some terrific sunrise and sunset drone videos as well as time-lapse, weather time-lapse videos here in Vegas. Please feel free to check him out. That's VIDS FROMMIKE here on YouTube. Please throw him a like and subscribe as well. Both he and my wife, small channels, just starting out, so really want to try and help them out as much as I can. So thank you guys for helping us out. This roadway is in terrible shape. God. So guys, I want to thank you all again so very, very much for being here. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries away to your voice to other folks. So please help us out. There's Peaceful Street right there on the left. And as always, remember, as you take a look here out towards the western side of town with downtown Fremont Street and the downtown skyline right in front of us, it is the journey here on the Vegas Dawn channel, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Dawn channel on YouTube. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much for being here.